Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a sit-down vlog with you all, and today I'm going to be talking about how I got into the K-pop fandom. So basically, back in 2003 when MTV was still a huge thing and they actually showed music videos, they were having, I think it's kind of like a special or something, where they were showing international music videos for like one day or something. I don't remember exactly, but I remember seeing Super Junior's debut stage on MTV, and I remember thinking like, oh, who are they? I've never seen them before. Mind you, I'm like 12 or 13 at this time, so I was like all obsessed with Aaron Carter and Jesse McCartney and Britney Spears and, you know, solo artists. So it was kind of strange for me to see actual bands on MTV or like big groups like that, especially because like the biggest group I ever saw I think was Backstreet Boys. So it was really kind of a shock to me. So I of course watched the debut stage and I was like, man, they're actually pretty cool, because when I was 12 or 13, I can't remember, I was a dancer, so anytime I saw like really good choreography in like a music video or something, I was instantly like drawn to watching them. And so I just remember them capturing my attention. But sadly, they weren't an American group, meaning I was never going to see them ever again because MTV was stupid like that and decided to start being more reality this, reality that, and so music videos just died. And this was a time when YouTube wasn't even a thing, so it's not like I could go on YouTube and be like, type in whatever and find them, you know? And I don't even think I had a computer back then that even worked properly anyway, so it's like, whatever. So I sadly had to just hope and pray that MTV was nice enough to show them more often. And I think they showed like one or two of their other music videos, I'm not sure, before they like completely changed what they oh my god, what they showed on MTV. So I did get a little taste of Super Junior when I was little. But of course, you know, didn't really get to see them very often, so they kind of were pushed back to the back of my mind. So fast forward to 2011, my fiance actually introduced me to Girls' Generation on Pandora Radio. And at first I was kind of skeptical. Is that the right word? No, it was just like, you know, I listened to it and I was just like, yeah, okay, it's okay. But again, I was kind of still in my Justin Bieber phase. Oh my god. That is kind of humiliating to admit. But yeah, I was still a believer at the time, so I was just like, yeah, they're okay. Wasn't too, like, thrilled with them or anything. But at the same time, one of their songs in particular was stuck in my head. And so, now that YouTube is the thing, I decided to go on YouTube and I searched for the song. And the song happened to be G. And so I watched the music video, and at first, I actually thought it was kind of weird. Because if you've ever seen the music video for G, you know that like they start out as like mannequins and stuff, so I was like this is my reenactment of when I first saw Girls' Generation for the first time. I was just like, what? You know? Like, what else do you think when you're not a K-pop fan and you're like watching this video? It was weird. But then like the song started and then the dancing, oh my god. That was what really drew me into Girls' Generation in the first place, was their choreography. The choreography for G was so easy to learn to dance to, and I think that's kind of the reason why I started getting into Girls' Generation more often, was because I found that their choreography was pretty easy to dance to, and their songs were easy to dance to, and their songs are just catchy. Like, don't even deny that their songs aren't catchy. So yeah. And I believe I watched probably like 6 or 7 music videos of theirs when this other video popped up on like the recommended list on the sidebar. And I was looking at them and I was like, huh, this one video in particular caught my eye. And so I clicked on it, and it happened to be none other than Super Junior's debut stage. And when I saw it, my eyes lit up, and I was just like, what? Like, this exists still? And then I was reading through the comments, and I remember someone saying, like, I still can't believe that they're still together after all these years. And I'm just like, what? Like, it's been like 8 years or something by now. Like, how are they still together? And so I started clicking on like all the Super Junior music videos, and all of a sudden I was just like, oh my god. I was just completely obsessed. And so thanks to Girls' Generation, I found Super Junior, which was the group that I discovered in 2003 and loved them so much, and always wanted to see them and couldn't. And just from there, my K-pop love just took off. And when you're a new K-pop fan, you'll see that it really does take off, because you'll find one group, and then you'll find another group, or just another member in another group, and then you turn into me, who obsesses over 20 groups at one time, and has a bias list like a friggin' 3 mile long. But so yeah, Girls' Generation basically was the group that got me into K-pop. Now, getting into the K-pop fandom is a little different than getting into K-pop, because anybody can get into K-pop. It's so easy. You just listen to K-pop all the time. Not all the time, but like the majority of the time, and you're a K-pop fan. But to actually get into the fandom, that was the hard part, because, you know, I didn't have any friends that liked K-pop. So I had to strictly use YouTube and Tumblr to find other groups and other people that liked K-pop. And when I did that, and I went on Tumblr to find other fans, it was terrifying, because Girls' Generation fans, or so-ons, are crazy. Like, when I went into the fandom and found, or like into the tag for Girls' Generation rather, I was looking at a lot of things that people said, and like a lot of confessions that were being posted, and it was appalling to me and shocking to me that people who claimed to be fans would say things like, oh, Yuna's a worthless member, and stuff like that. And it was just like, what? Why? If you're a fan, why are you bashing, you know, a member of this group if you're their fan? So getting into the fandom was hard for me, because I didn't understand a lot of things. But I think I really got into the fandom when I started to talk to more people online, find the people that weren't insane, weren't crazy, were actually helpful, and just kind of went from there. I wouldn't really consider myself like a total member of the K-pop fandom at that point though, because I really didn't have any friends to talk to about it all the time. But so yeah. And then in 2015, last year, I discovered the app Kpop Amino, and that is really when I would consider myself in the K-pop fandom, because I knew a lot of people in the fandom now. I knew more groups, I was talking about more groups, I was helping people get into Super Junior and Girls' Generation. I started listening to more solo artists, and yeah, I just started making friends within the K-pop fandom, and it was nice, you know? I mean, at first it was definitely scary to get into the fandom, because again, K-pop fans are probably some of the craziest fandom fans ever, because we like to attack people like sharks. But once you get into the fandom, you realize, like, okay, it's not as bad as you thought. Like, okay, that person that's crazy, that's just one person. You know, I mean, yes, there's many people that are crazy within the fandom, but the majority of the fandom is really, really nice. Like, I'm pretty nice. I don't really attack anybody for liking the same member as me. And I don't get upset when an idol dates or anything, so I would definitely consider myself one of, like, the cooler one, or like the more chill fandom members. that's another thing. K-pop fans, or the K-pop fandom has many levels of fans. So that, I know that can be pretty intimidating, because it was very intimidating to me too. But yeah, so essentially I got into K-pop because my fiance liked K-pop at one point in time. But now, because I listen to it all the time, he's just like, ah la la la. But yeah, so that's my story. Pretty boring, not too eventful. But if you guys want to see a video on how to get into the K-pop fandom without, you know, going through all the terrible, evil, crazy fans, let me know. And if you guys would also like to see a video on how to use Kpop Amino and set up your profile, I will be happy to do that. If you guys like these sit-down vlogs, make sure to give this video a thumbs up or leave a video suggestion in the comments down below, because I do read and respond to every single person that comments on my videos. So yeah, and if you guys want to follow me on any of my social media accounts, they will be in the description box down below. Make sure that if you also want me to see your video request, to tweet me, because I check my Twitter all the time, more often than my YouTube comments. So if you want me to make sure I see your request, tweet me. And I also, if you follow me on Twitter, most likely I'll follow you back, because I pretty much follow almost everybody back. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will try to have a reaction video up again soon. I'm also considering putting up a dance cover, maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye!